That was Cold War Kids with Mexican Dogs right here on 91.3 Real College Radio. You're listening to Free Association with Mark Lane, and I'm not a Mexican dog. I'm the Claremore Kid, and I'll be coming at you until 6 o'clock on this Wednesday afternoon. That's pretty good. I think later what I might do is take my convertible top down and take it for a ride. You know, I mean, it's that nice out, I think, but I'll probably have to go home and study for a test tomorrow. Well, as you well know, Valentine's Day was last week, and what did you do for your sweetheart? If you're a guy, what did you do for it? Did you go get the flowers and the whatever? If you're a girl, what did your sweetheart do for you? Did he get you the flowers and the candy and the Hallmark card that he signed in pencil? Well, I know what I did. I'm not single. I'm not taken by any means. So what I did was I went on my Facebook and I wrote a note for all of the single girls on my profile to see, and I wrote some nice things about them. You know, because girls, girls really enjoy Valentine's Day more than guys do. So when they don't have somebody do something for them on Valentine's Day, they really get bummed about it. So I was just trying to help them out. So anyway, like I said, I did some nice stuff for the single girls, blah blah blah. Then I get a couple of single girls. They say, "Oh, by the way, I'm taken." So even though what you wrote was nice, I already have somebody. Well, here's the real question. If they have somebody, then why didn't they list it on their profile? Why does their profile still say that they're single? What does that make the person they're in a relationship with? An insignificant other? Why don't they come out and say it? I'm taken. I don't know. What would you do? What would you do? Tell me what you would do and why you would do that. That's right. I have a website now, MySpace. /Free Association RSU. Go there and you'll see my email. Send me an email. Tell me what you think. Would you do something like that? Tell me something else that you'll do. Call in at 918-343-7913 and request a song if you like. Right now we have Rivers Cuomo with Don't Worry Baby. Coming up next, we'll have, coming up later in the show, we'll have headlines, we'll do jokes, we'll do all that great stuff right here on Free Association. Be here. I wish I could talk longer, but I'm moving on in 15 seconds.
I'm going. I'll see you.
Okay, see you, Lindsay. Will you come back next week? Next Wednesday?
Probably sounds fun.
Okay, all right. I'll see you then. That was Army Navy with My Thin Sides right here on Free Association with Mark Lane. Mark Lane, that's who you're listening to right now. I'll be coming at you until 6 o'clock on this Wednesday afternoon. Before that, we had Rivers Cuomo with Don't Worry Baby, and before that we had Cold War Kids with Mexican Dogs. And again, if there's a song that you want to hear, I'm all for it, with a request at 918-343-7913. But for now, while you're making up your mind, let's go to the headlines here. Liberals not pleased with go slow approach by Obama. This is out of the LA Times. And basically, some of them are, they're a little upset with how slow he's going over the stem cell research thing. They thought he would do an executive order on that, and then that would go through kind of like the detainee thing down in Guantanamo. But I mean, even on the detainee thing, the ACLU, which, I mean, really has been, for Obama, even they're, just a little bit frustrated with him, as well as some of the unions that back Obama. They're not too happy with the bailout a little bit. Let's get on to something else here. Scientists are flabbergasted by speedy birds. Little songbirds cover more than 300 miles a day on their annual migrations, and they figured this out by putting geolocators on them to track, where they went. So I guess that's proof that GPS monitoring is for the birds. Kisses unleash chemicals to ease stress levels. Great, yeah. See how that works out on campus. Go up to a girl you like and say, I'm undergoing a lot of stress. I need to release some chemicals. Give me a kiss. The only chemical she'll release to you is a mace in the eye. Why you're likely to marry your parent. This is off of CNN.com. I guess that's for the Electra and Oedipus complexes there. I know a couple of Electra complexes. The girls that are currently serving our country. One of them's in Afghanistan. Another one's in Iraq. The blonde is in Afghanistan, the brunette is in Iraq. Maybe they'll get to join each other now that Obama signed into law sending 17,000 more troops to Afghanistan. About 8,000 Marines are expected to go first, and then an Army brigade of 4,000, and then 5,000 support troops. Right now, we currently have slightly more than 30,000 troops in the country at this time, and this request was made by U.S. Commander in Afghanistan, General David McKiernan. So, you know, maybe I'll get to save some money on postage should that happen. I'm all for going to Afghanistan, and it may be winnable this time. You know, people, they talk about, oh, it's the graveyard of empires. Well, that may be true. The British and the Russians, they were defeated in Afghanistan, but they were fighting Afghanistan as a whole. We're fighting separate entities within Afghanistan, so we're not taking on the whole country as a whole. But you know, still, it is pretty harrowing that we're going there, and it is going to be a pretty anxious time for Americans. And I'm all for it. You know, let's just go there to win. All right, let's get on to the more true alternative music right here on 91.3. Again, if you have a request, 918-343-7913 is the request line. That was the BPA right here on Free Association. This is Mark Lane, and I'm still taking requests at 918-343-7913. Oh, you got the Torpedo Boys somebody wanted, and then they heard the top of the bottom of the hour there, the ID, and they heard Mars Volta Grammys, so you know they want some Mars Volta. Yeah, we'll get to that stuff, and we'll get to some other songs if you like. Just request them at 918-343-7913. Now I'm going to approach a pretty delicate topic. I don't know exactly how to do it, so I think I'll do it anyway. Now, when you get married to somebody, you say in the vows. No, when you get married to somebody, you say that you want to spend the rest of your life with them, right? And then this is, you know, accentuated in the vows when you say, "Till death do us part." So here's my question. When you get a divorce, is that the afterlife? Let me know what you think by going on to my website here, my MySpace page, myspace.com/freeassociationrsu. I figured that'd be easier to spell than democracy@hotmail.com. But if you go there, you'll see my email address up at the top left, right next to my mugshot there, and you can email me what you think about that. Is it the afterlife? And then here we go. It even gets more complicating. Well, what if you get remarried then? Did you come back from the dead? Well, let's get to what we do best, okay? Instead of you know, resurrection and stuff, and go with requests. All right, tonight we have Big Bad Bubba at Twister's. Sitting Ducks will be at Sunset Bar and Grill, and they're not going anywhere. Justin Cooper and the Fiddlebacks will be at Jewel. Scott Ellison will be playing at Pickles Pub. Bill Snow will be at Bobby Sox, and then Galactic will be at Kane's Ballroom. That's what's going on tonight for the concert calendar. But what's going on? I'm gonna knock off the music there. But what's going on tonight on RSU Radio? We have Tip Toasty hosting Riot Radio from 7 to 9. He plays the best in punk rock, ska, rockabilly, and reggae. Did I say the word right? I don't know. You tell me. You go to my website, myspace.com/freeassociationrsu, and you'll find my email up there at the top left there. And you can comment on some of the stuff we talked about today. What did I talk about? I talked about Valentine's Day, what I did for the single girls and some of the single girls on Facebook. Even though, I mean, they're listed as single. They say, no, I'm in a relationship, but they don't mention it. And how would you feel? I mean, are they too ashamed to admit they're like in a relationship with Frank Matetsky out of biology class? Or you know, you're too ashamed to admit you're in a relationship from Babs Smith from behind the coffee shop counter? I mean, I don't understand it. I'm looking for clarification there. And also, if you could text in class, would you and why? And then finally, the marriage one there, death do us part, blah, 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 and you get a divorce, is that the afterlife? Yeah, small topics. Small topics indeed. Okay, well, that does it for me right here on 91.3 on Free Association. Okay, we got the Mars Volta coming up right after this. Take it away, Josh.